Hi, welcome everybody to this beautiful, beautiful day, second day of the challenge today. And of course, I'm delighted to be here with all of you because meditation is one of my most favorite activities. And why is that? Because I realized that as a young child, I came to the journey through watching my own grandfather sitting there and being in stillness and silence, and realized that what power that had. And I wanted to today introduce you to some very gentle techniques that take you into what we call the pranamaya kosha. And the pranamaya kosha is the kosha, and simply said, the energy body, you know. And why is it important to enter into the pranamaya kosha? Because all the life currents, all the energy is actually powered by this particular center. And if we are unsteady, if we are disturbed in the energy flow, then what actually happens is that we have a disturbed mind. So learning to enter into this world is a very important process to understand that there are little things that make the difference to enter into those realms which are the changeless realms, the realms of mystery, the realms of the power that we all hold within our beings. Because we are not just the body, we're not the heart, we're just not the mind, we are more than that. And what a discovery that is, you know. And this second layer is also what drives the body, physically and physiologically. So when the life currents in this part of our being is in balance, then we experience health and well-being. We experience vitality. And you know what? Vitality is crucial when we want to sit and be still. And when we cannot be still, then of course the mind cannot be still either, because it's all connected. The body, heart and mind are one kind of process together. So as we go into this, I wanted to say that from the Hatha Yoga Pradipaka, you know, the yogis knew this, and they said, when the breath wanders, the mind is unsteady. But when the breath is calmed, the mind too can be stilled. So today is a journey into moving into those realms where you use the breath as a process to enter and access our innate ability to be naturally still, naturally joyful and resilient, and free from stress and worries. We all know what it's like with the fact that the only thing I know that we can do is to control our inner world. We cannot control what is around us. And when we learn to manage that, then our perception of our world changes into a very positive experience. And we become free of stress and worries and anxieties, which has been, you know, in the last few years, that has been really something that became familiar, isn't it? So what I want to do is take you through this journey with me. And I wanted to also introduce you to one other thing, that in order for the mind, for the resilient mind to be created, for us to actually experience resilience, we need to be able to learn how to rest what we call the mind in itself. And there are two principles that are very important. One principle is to actually relax the mind, to relax the body. And how do you do it? You do it by actually using a technique to activate the relaxation response, so that at the same time you are really activating your alert, and at the same time you're relaxed. And of course, there's a lot more to this, and it's a science which is absolutely amazing when you learn to and you become familiar with it. The other part of this, so the first principle is to trigger the relaxation response by actually activating the vagus nerve and the vagal tone. And then the second part is, there's another principle that is involved, which is energy follows thought. Once we have energy, once we've accessed a still mind, we are able to actually also direct that mind and actually focus it in the way we want to. Do you know that, and of course you do, that there are many points in the body that are resting place for the mind? One is the crown, then there is the point between the eyebrows, then the heart center, and then of course there's the point at the center of your abdomen. And when the mind focuses in these areas, you actually, the mind takes up the qualities of that center. And then of course you find that what actually happens is that you start to activate the qualities that you require, that you want. So for instance, let me say one thing to you. When you focus on, when you want to strengthen your center of vitality and vital energy and willpower, then you focus on the abdomen. When you want to create harmony in your body-mind, then you focus on the heart. When you want to tap into your inner wisdom and inner knowing, then you focus on the Ajna center, the point between the eyebrows. So let's begin this journey. What I want you to do now is to just join me by I want you to adjust your postures so that you're sitting in a position that is really, really helpful to you. Straight spine, sitting tall, and then I want you to just raise your arms up, and it's like just crossing over, and let's stretch, because we are going to be working with the breath. So let's open that chest up, the lungs up and down. So now I want you to do it with the breath. Breathe in, raise up, breathe out and relax. Breathe in, raise up, breathe out and relax. That's beautiful. Once more, breathing in, stretch up, breathe out, and gently come down. Okay. Now the other thing I want you to do is just place your left hand onto your right knee and your right hand behind you, and then just twist the spine so that you're turning towards your right, which is opposite to mine maybe, and then come back, and then this time place your hand on your left knee and the other hand on the floor behind you or on the seat, and just twist. And then come back. Beautiful. Okay, this good spinal twist, and then raise your shoulders, allow them to relax. Okay, and then just give yourself a sanction to be still. And we're going to start with just observing our breath. So I want you to take your first we will actually relax the body. And as Gerrie took you through a very beautiful process with the body, we need to still the body before we can still the breath. Once we still the breath, we can still the mind. Okay, so take your awareness to just close your eyes and allow yourself to be with yourself. Take your awareness to your feet, relax your feet. Allow the awareness to go to the calf muscles, your knees, your thighs. And then just feel yourself just sinking into the chair that you're sitting on or the seat that you're sitting on, wherever you're sitting. Just allow yourself, give yourself sanction to just relax into that space. And then feel the awareness rise up towards your abdomen, towards your chest. Feel the awareness rise up towards your head. Just becoming aware, just pull your chin slightly in so that there's a mild stretch in the back of your neck, and you feel that your awareness rises naturally to the crown of your head. And as we do this, I want you to just take the awareness to how you're breathing. And I believe you did this yesterday, becoming aware of the breath that comes in through the nostrils. And you become aware of the expansion of your abdomen, your mid-chest, your upper chest, and then as you breathe out, you naturally let go of the abdomen, your mid-chest, and your shoulders. Beautiful breathing process. Just observe that breath. Don't force it in or out. Just allow yourself to observe. How are you breathing? How does it feel? And you know, when we don't force the breath in or out, it's such a pleasant experience. It allows you to be with the rhythm of your being. So breathe in and breathe out. And become the observer. Become the observer of the body, the expansion, of the chest, the shoulders, the opening of the lungs. And then feel yourself just relaxing, relaxing, relaxing. And now in the next breath, just become aware of the coolness of the breath that enters your body as you breathe in. And then the warmth of the breath as it leaves you. In breath, cool. Out breath, warm. Let go of trying to control that breath. Just allow that it try and get a very smooth, even regularity of your breath. Smooth. Create a smooth, silent breath. When we shape our breath, we begin to shape the mind. If you feel a change, notice what the change is. Become the observer, the witnessing self. Now what I want you to do is I want you to equalize that breath. And what do I mean by that? I mean, breathe in, say for the count of 8, and then breathe out for the count of 8. But keep it really silent, keep it really still, smooth and flowing. Counting to 8 as you breathe in, and pausing really, really naturally, and then breathing out for the count of 8. Let it be gentle, let it be smooth. And now at this next point, I want you to breathe for the count of 9. In breath, 9, out breath. Keep it really smooth, equalizing the in-breath and the out-breath. Now in the next round, I want you to increase that breath, breathing in for 10 and breathing out for 10. What we're doing is by increasing the count, we're slowing the breath. So breathing in for 10, breathing out for 10. And now allow yourself to just breathe in and out when your body needs it. So no more counting, just in breath smooth, out breath smooth, and equal to each other. So you can choose the ratio that works for you. If 8 and 8 works, or 9 and 9 works, or 10 and 10 works, just do that. Just choose the amount that works for you, the count that works for you. Be the observer. Allow the breath which you're shaping to shape your mind. Just breathe in and out as and when your body needs it. Become aware of what's happening in your mind. Is there anything happening there? Is there stillness? Is there calmness? If you have achieved calmness, then you have done the job. Try and be as still as you can. Okay, bring your awareness to your hands. Just rub your hands together as you bring yourself back into this moment. And if you need, you can just place your hands on your face, just massage your face and do what you need. Welcome back. Now that was easy, wasn't it? You know, just equalizing the breath, yeah? So this is what we call one-on-one ratio breathing. And what it does is, in principle, it creates an equanimous mind, a mind that is in total balance. So whenever, if you actually practice this on a daily basis, you will find that you will also you will increase your ability and your capacity to access the pranamaya kosha, which is the energy of vitality. So you will access vitality by using the breath. And you know, life energy, life force comes also from outside us. So breathing becomes a very important component too. Now, just write down some reflections for yourself, so that if you wanted to, between now and the next, say between now and the course, if you wanted to join us, then you've got a practice that you can actually use on a daily basis. You know, everything is practice. When we practice, then you find that your body cultivates the process of being able to be still at will. And that's actually what it's all about. Yeah? And the beauty is also that when I think, you know, my experience has been that the more aligned we become with ourselves, we become more integrated. As we become integrated, we become more grounded. As we become more grounded, we become more centered. And then, as a result, we become more present in the moment. You know, and that sure is a recipe for success, isn't it? You know? So, very simple, isn't it? And entering the pranamaya kosha actually helps us to also, the other power that this holds is accessing the vitality means that we're able to be still. You know, we all know this, don't we? That even to sleep we need energy. Similarly, to meditate we need energy. And that's really, really important to know. Yeah? So by using breathing, this slow equalizing breath, you can actually increase the capacity for your body to breathe and for the capacity for you to help the mind to become still. And as we become still, then we're able to enter into that point of focus and concentration. And of course, life is all about choices. What choices do we make? You know, do we take the time to nurture and nourish ourselves? And you know what? When the mind is still, we will be able to focus on. And if you focus the mind on any part of your body that you needs help, you will be able to also tap into the innate abilities and powers that you have. And that is the key, isn't it? We are all in this because we are seeking that that part, that mystery of who we really are. Because we are not the name that we have at this moment in time. We are not the personality that everybody knows. We are much more than that. And you know, it reminds me of this story of a boy who went to school, and his father, when he came back home from holidays, his father said, "What have you learnt at school?" And he said, "Well, Father, I have learnt about the stars, I've learnt about the sky, and I've learnt about the planets." He said, "What else have you learnt?" He said, "I've learnt about the land and how it works, about the rains, how the minerals and rocks and everything about creation. I've learned so much." And then his father asked him, "But have you learned that one thing by which you know that one thing, everything becomes known?" And the boy said, "What do you mean?" And of course, the father said, "Come out with me." And he took him out into the garden, and he pointed towards a tree, and he said, "What do you see?" He said, "I see a tree with lots of leaves on it and lots of fruits." He said, "Well, bring me a fruit from that tree." And he plucked a fruit, and the father said, "Okay, now cut open this fruit." He says, "What do you see?" He said, "I see 2 pieces of fruit, and I see some seeds." And then the father said, "Now cut open the seed." And of course, the boy sliced the seed, and he said, "What do you see?" He said, "I see 2 pieces." And he said, "But what else do you see?" He said, "I see nothing." He said, "Son, it is out of that nothing that this tree was born. And so it is with our life. We are a seed, and as we nurture and nourish the seed within us, then we are able to experience our innate potential power and our abilities, our strengths, and all our gifts, because we are part of this universe. So everything that is in this universe is also our power. But it's to know that, isn't it? Okay, now I'm going to take you through another process. If you like, if you need to stand up just for a few seconds, then stand up and stretch and do what you need. And if you need a sip of water, then take that before I take you to the next part. Okay. We make this really, keep it slow and keep the energy together. And then it's just about adjusting yourself so that you can be still for a while longer. As we go into now, as I said, energy follows thought. That's the other principle. So one is to activate the relaxation response. Did you all feel relaxed? Just put your thumbs up to me so I know whether how the experience was of the last meditation. Okay. Now these are very simple. It was very simple, wasn't it? So remember, it's about just lengthening and keeping the inflow of breath and outflow of breath one-on-one. Okay, equalizing it. And that's all you need to do, and you will find you have a calm, clear mind. Okay. Now the next part is, as we talk about looking at activating the relaxation response and activating the vagus nerve, the in-breath needs to be shorter than the out-breath. Okay, so breathing in deeply, exhaling slowly is how we're going to start. And then I want us to focus on this part. So I want you to just be aware, and so I'll say to you, go to the tip of your nostrils, and then we're going to work up towards the ajna point. Why? Because we want to tap into our inner wisdom, our innate wisdom. Okay, so close your eyes. Just give yourself permission to be still again. And just quickly scan your body. So go from the feet, become aware of your feet. And if you need to adjust your feet, adjust your feet. If you need to adjust your posture, do that. I'm doing that for myself. And then allow the awareness to go up towards your hips, the length of your spine. Relax your shoulders, relax your arms, relax your hands, and let yourself settle. Just give yourself that permission. And then this time as you breathe in, I want you to breathe in, and I want you to take your awareness from the crown of your head. So breathe into the crown, and as you breathe out, allow the awareness to go down to the heart center, and then breathe out into the earth. So that the energy, let the awareness flow right down towards your feet. You did this with Kerry yesterday. Just grounding that energy, and then breathing in from the ground below you, breathing in from the earth into the heart center, and out through the crown, and anchoring the energy. So it's like you're almost a conduit of being as you breathe in and allow the life force, prana, to come into you. Entering through the crown of your head, just visualize this, and then allow the breath to go down into the earth, through the length of your spine, through the chair, wherever you're sitting. Just allow that focus to be there. And then breathe in again. Breathe out through the heart center. And allow the awareness to rise up through the length of your spine, just adjusting your body again. Now I want you to breathe in for the count of 4. You can let go of the riding the awareness up and down the spine. Just breathe in for the count of 4 and become aware of take your awareness to the base of your nostrils, up towards the ajna point, and as you breathe out for the count of 8. So in-breath is deep and quicker, out-breath is longer. Breathe in for the count of 4. Breathe out for the count of 8. And as you breathe in, allow the awareness to rise to the point between your eyebrows. And as you breathe out, allow the awareness to ride down your nostrils and out. Just feel the air, the breath leaving you. Just try and keep that breath really smooth, really calm. As if there was a feather in front of your nostrils. As you breathe in, the feather comes closer to you. And as you breathe out, the feather moves away from the tip of your nose. In breath deep, out breath long. Breathe in for 4, breathe out for 8. But don't breathe in and out, don't force the breath in or out, just do it gently. Now allow the awareness as you breathe in to the count of 4, and we're going to also make the out breath to the count of 4. So breathe in for 4 and then breathe out for 4, pausing naturally in between. Don't force the breath in, and don't force the breath out. Just when you breathe in and out, breathe in for 4, breathe out for 4, pausing in between very naturally. And now, stop counting, just allow your focus to be at the point between the eyebrows. Breathing in and out only when you need to. Keep it smooth. Just relax. Give yourself permission to relax. And then just very, very gently, once more, just become aware of the physical part of you. Become aware of how you're feeling at this moment in time. And then just very gently take your awareness to your hands, rub your hands together, and bring yourself into this moment. Welcome back. Yeah, you're all ready for sleeping. I think I have done my job, which is to relax you. But at the same time, I hope that you're also alert at the same time. Now we've done 2 breaths. One is the one-on-one breath, which is the equalizing breath. And the other thing that we've done today is the 1-2 breath, which is breathing in deeply, but for a shorter length of time, and breathing out for a longer length of time. And what that does is activate the relaxation response and, of course, activate the parasympathetic and the sympathetic process, which is keeps you alert and at the same time really, really relaxed, you know. And of course, if you're able to do this, and this, I mean, the body, heart and mind, the whole process is such an incredible, complex thing, that, and it's connected. So can you get away with not being able to breathe? No, because, you know, once you try and stop breathing, and very soon you'll be jumping up and down. But the thing is to manage the life currents in our body so that we can access that part of us that is really, really quite amazing. And of course, which helps us also to experience life as it really is. So pranamaya kosha it's the energy body which needs vitality, and it cannot be fueled by any other way but to extend the capacity of our body to breathe and to regulate our breathing. You know, they say, the yogis say that we come with so many breaths when we take birth in this lifetime. And once we've completed those breaths, we leave, we exit the body. Now, when we are stressed, when we are anxious, our breathing actually alters, and that actually shortens our lifespan. So actually learning to even breathe correctly and regulating the breath helps us to extend our longevity. And isn't that a fantastic gift that we can give ourselves? And of course, you know, also it helps our health and well-being. They say life isn't measured by the number of breaths we take, but by the moments that take our breath away. So that we can really, really enjoy what life brings to us. I hope you have felt nurtured and nourished by this session, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow as we go into the third day of the challenge. Thank you for being with me.